Well, good morning. It's a beautiful morning out here this morning. It's not raining. It's not too cold. It's not too windy. It is a little bit windy, but not too windy. Just barely got a tickle of frost this morning, actually. Anyways, yeah, firstly, thanks for tuning in. Secondly, I want to congratulate myself for rigging up that light yesterday. It worked beautifully. I was able to walk over there towards that hay bale and the light come on, and yet, as you can see, there's chickens out and about, and the chickens aren't setting it off in the middle of the night and using up a bunch of power. I got up at 5 and Ben was wandering around there, and he did set it off, but I mean, he's a big dude, right? So that's okay, and he doesn't wander around there all night long, so that's a win. Just enjoying a cup of coffee in the shop before I head off to work here. I thought I'd look at Carmans Project. She's almost done. She got the shells pulled out of this thing. It's ready for stain. So today when I'm done work, I'm actually going to stop by the store and pick up some of those foamy paint brushes for staining, and then she'll reinstall the shelving units and air nail it in. And as soon as all the VOCs flash off, probably give it maybe about a week, I think, and then it can go in the house. All right, so quick costume change, and then we're on with the day. I was kidding. It's actually tomorrow. It's the next day. I didn't finish yesterday's video because after I got home from work, we had a pizza party, and then we went off to the swimming pool. And I don't know. When we got home, it was just time to shut her down. It wasn't time to video stuff. But we did get hooked onto the horse trailer. Reason for that is, I don't know. He's hiding right now. I'd be hiding too. Big Ben's going for the old snippety snip today. We're gonna knock the piss and vinegar out of him at the vet's, so I'm sure he's not looking forward to that. 5:30 in the morning, chickens are out. It's fantastic. Get them all woke up with that light coming on at 3 o'clock in the morning. They come out here. There's no snow, so they're out grazing, looking for treats on the lawn. That's really good. There's the big fella there. Morning, Ben. Yeah, you might want to stay away from that trailer. I know what happens in there. We got to put him in the trailer to get him to town. He will never get him in the cab of the truck. It just wouldn't happen. Anyways, yeah, I got eggs from the house. I'm just gonna put in the fridge in the shop here. We're getting about 2.5 dozen eggs a day now, so that's pretty reasonable for winter time, anyways. But would really like to kind of see it get up to that 3.5 dozen, and kind of get everybody at least optimized. I wouldn't say at peak performance, but still running kind of a dependable rate.
Yummy. You put that on Grandpa's cake?
Oh, she's funny.
Oh, good girl. Okay, that's good. Is that yummy?
Well, I figured I better come in the shop here and see how Big Ben's making out. He's got the old cone on. Don't think he's too happy of a camper, as you can hear. You're all right, buddy. Yeah, you're doing okay. Anyways, I got to tell you, a couple weeks ago, I was praying for some of the weather I seen on YouTube channels down in the States, all that green grass that they were dealing with, how warm it was. Well, we got a bunch of warm weather, and we saw our lawn again, and now we're ready for the great reset. Yeah, not talking about the socioeconomic challenge that's potentially coming down the pipes. I'm talking about minus 20 degrees Celsius coming in a couple of days, and it looks like about 3 or 4 inches of snow every day for about a week straight. It's kind of strange taking this big guy out. I don't think he's ever been on a leash ever. And here we are. He's got the biggest cone ever made, and he just doesn't know. He just doesn't know what to do right now. Poor guy. So I'm just in the bathroom mixing up some feed. I've been really lucky the past about a week here. Really limited on what I can do physically with a busted up rib, and Carmen's been doing chores, so I'm blessed in that sense. But she's going back to work Monday. So anyways, I can get this stuff mixed up for her for tomorrow morning. So take full advantage of the fact that she's going to be around for a few more days. I've been kind of tossing around the idea here the last, well, mostly today, thinking about 2021 meat growth and ordering up some meat chickens and stuff, and probably looking at doubling what we grew out last year. So obviously the chicken tractor we have was quite large. There's room to put more in there, but probably not as many as I want to get. So look at possibly building a second chicken tractor over the winter. But as you can see, there's a couple of other projects in here. It's kind of unfolding. So probably should work on some of the stuff that needs to get done first. And yeah, namely the grain stores. So I kind of been sketching in my head some ideas on what we can do for a grain store. So we're thinking like probably an 8-foot tall structure, 12 feet long, 6 feet deep. So it would just allow basically a 4-foot by 4-foot jug that each of these bags could fit into, with a 2-foot walkway in front. And basically just like an oven door that would open up on the back wall. Obviously not an actual oven door, but something similar. It just opens up as a chute that you can pick up one of these bags when we collect it from Blooms, and just untie it, drain the bag into the jug, and then just go in there and retrieve whatever you need. And then we know we're gonna have a mouse problem out there, but right now we have a mouse problem in here. And if I'm gonna feed mice, I want it to be outside, not in here. Out there, at least the cats can deal with it, the crows, the ravens, the hawks, all that kind of stuff. Stand a fair chance of being able to deal with that stuff. In here, it's hard to compete with the warmth and the food. Speaking of warmth and food, I think there's a cup of tea's got my name on it, and there's probably a few biscuits in there as well. So I'm gonna let you go for now. I hope you have a fantastic evening. We'll see you tomorrow.